everyone, and welcome to our Grow with GoGo event, Strength Training as You Age. We're so happy that you're here. We have a number of folks who've RSVP'd to join, and we're really excited to get started. So today we are joined by Justin, who is serving as a little tech support for us right now, but he is also the co-founder and CEO of GoGoGrandparent. So he wears many hats. And GoGo was founded in 2016 and has served hundreds of thousands of people across the United States. So he's going to share a little bit more about what we're up to at GoGo. And then we're very lucky to be joined by Beth. Beth Mills is a personal trainer. She was my personal trainer, so I can vouch for her. And she's the founder of Beth Moves, who helps people build strong muscles, healthy joints, so that they can stay active for life. So thank you both for being here. And I'm going to kick it off over to Justin.
Sweet. Thanks, Cassie. And thank you everyone for being here. My name is Justin. I'm one of the co-founders of GoGo. We are a service that is available nationally, so around the United States as well as Canada. I'm hoping to be launching a few other regions next year. Keep you updated about that. What GoGo is, it's a service that helps you access different useful, convenient things that can help support living independently in a community. So with a call to our number, which is 855-GOGO-USA, 855-464-6872, you're able to call us and get a ride, or you're able to get meals that might be tailored to any dietary restrictions that you have. You're able to get groceries or pantry supplies, medication. We also now accept 24/7 home maintenance requests or tech support. If you have questions about that, all through the same number, 855-464-6872. If you are joining us today, it is likely because at some point you visited our website and were interested in learning more information and received our email inviting you to come hang out at this event. We've been doing a number of events here at GoGo. I think that we even have a slide that might show, you know what? Okay, here. Great, thanks, Cassie. We've been doing a number of events at GoGo. We've been doing speaker series and workshops, and something that we've definitely noticed is the most popular are these programs where we work with a fitness professional to come in and kind of hang out with us for 30 minutes to an hour and guide us through some movement. I'll be doing this with you today. I haven't had exercise today. I'm ready to go. And it seems like with the number of participants that we've had, we need to take a serious look at doing more of these. The one that we're going to be closing the year out with was programmed months ago. It's going to be a cooking class. We're going to be doing a kind of end of year holiday themed cooking workshop, and we're really excited about seeing how that goes. So feel free to join us again there. And I think there was, so you are welcome to refer anyone to these events. And if they do end up signing up to be a member of GoGo, then you will get credit with our service and they will get credit with our service. Everyone has a promo code that is attached to their membership account. You can call in, speak to an operator, learn what yours is. We want to come up with even more ways to make this easy to do, to refer friends. So I think we've had a few folks refer friends to this event. We are very grateful for that and excited to see it continue to grow. I think that might be everything that I have on my list. And so without further ado, I'm going to pass the baton over to Beth, and I'm going to get comfortable. Looking forward to doing some strength training.
Don't get too comfortable, Justin. You're going to be moving soon.
Nice.
Hi, everybody. I'm Beth. I'm a personal trainer. Like Cassie said, I help people build strong bodies and healthy joints so that they can stay active and be happy for life. I'm very passionate about working with people of all ages. I believe that no matter what age you are, you can start strength training. So Cassie briefly talked about our plan. We'll go over it again today. Right now, we're going to have an introduction. Right now, we'll kind of talk about what to expect for today, when a good time to ask question is, and how I'll walk you through the exercise program. After that, we'll go through the exercise workouts, and then we'll have a reflection, and that will be a great time for you guys to start asking questions that you guys have from the workout. Cool. All right, so today, the things that you want to make sure you have for your workout is a stable chair, preferably not something that's on office preferably not an office chair that's on wheels. We are going to be using our chairs to put our weight on, so you have to make sure that it's stable so that we're not slipping and sliding. And then a full water bottle, a Gatorade bottle, whatever, what have you. We're going to be using that as a weight for our upper body today. Cool. Thank you. Cool. So you guys might be wondering, who is Beth Moves? Like I mentioned, I help people strength train to build strong muscles and healthy joints. Sorry, I lost track of where I was. So whether people are brand new to exercise, which some of you might be, or if you're recovering from an injury, I recall Cassie sharing some messages saying that some people had sciatica, some people had back pain, or arthritis, osteoporosis. So you're in the right place if you're joining us today. And I help athletes looking to improve. Cool. And you might be thinking, what does this young girl know about training seniors to strength train? And so I wanted to enlist 2 of my senior clients to be able to vouch for me, so you guys know that I know what I'm talking about. This first client that we have here is Ellen. She's a retired professor. She used to work up in Boston. And I actually had a session with her today. I'll let her talk in a second. But today she's doing 6 push-ups in a row on the floor, no assistance, and lunges with 45 pounds on one leg. So she's kicking butt. Cassie, if you want to go ahead and let Ellen talk.
Hi, my name is Ellen, and I've been working out with Beth for about 4 years now. One of my original goals was to slow down the loss of muscle that comes with aging. I am now much stronger than I was 20 years ago. Although I was a little skeptical of someone so young, Beth's confidence and enthusiasm won me over, and I discovered that she really knows what she's doing. Her coaching is truly personalized and adapts to my changing needs and abilities. I had to have a hip replacement operation last year, which was very frustrating because I lost a lot of the strength I had been building up in my hip. Beth adapted my plan and even consulted with my physical therapist to be sure that we did the best possible job of getting my strength back. If you're just starting out, I'm sure you've heard how important strength training is to your overall fitness. No matter what age you are, you'll be amazed at what you can do and how good you'll feel.
So who here has strength trained to improve their balance before?
And you all can raise
That's
your
me.
hand or chat it in, go off mute. I'm going to raise my physical hand.
Okay. I have strength training is taking a really cool turn recently, where it is going from being focused on having the perfect body, and now it's transitioning into being able to have the strong body. So we'll be focusing a lot on your balance today. Cool. And like we mentioned, the exercises are going to be focusing on improving your balance, increasing endurance. And when you guys have good balance and good endurance, that's going to improve your quality of life, because you're going to be able to stay active and do all the things that you care about. Cool. So we're going to jump into the demonstration. And just before we do that, I did want to mention one thing. The exercises, like Cassie said, are going to involve getting up from the chair and being able to move around. Hopefully everybody's able to take something out of this session. But if you are unable to get through an exercise without feeling any sort of pain, discomfort's okay, but we want to avoid pain. What you want to do is reduce the amount that you're moving. So if we're doing a shoulder press, instead of going high up here, you just want to go really low. And if that's not working, I would ask you to just stop doing the exercise for now. Usually if we're in a small group or one-on-one, I can find a modification for you that's going to work for your body. And if you guys are interested in that, at the end of this, we have a way that you can book a one-on-one session so that we can find exercises that will be modified and fit for your body. Cool. Alrighty, so we're gonna go ahead and get things started. I'm just gonna move my chair out of the way and get set up. Today, we are going to be doing 5 different exercises. There we go. And we're gonna do them in what's called a circuit. So that means we're gonna do exercise 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we're gonna repeat them again. When it comes to strength training, the way that you gain strength is repetition. So you want to make sure that you are repeating the exercises as many times as you can. So the first exercise that we're doing is a T-spine rotation. For this one, you guys are going to want to be sitting down in your chair. And for people who are visually impaired, I am going to be verbally explaining what to do. So sit down in your chair with your feet on the floor if you can. You want to be upright with good posture. Cross your right hand over your left shoulder and your left hand over your right shoulder. From here, what you're going to do is keep your hips facing forward, and you want to look over your right shoulder and breathe out. So turn, breathe out. You might feel a little bit of a twist in your back, and then come back to center. So we're going to go for 5, 10 on each side. So the second one, breathe out and come back to center. We're going to go for 10 total. I'll do it with you guys here. This is 3, breathe out. 4. Right now we're just on the right side. And something that you guys might notice is that each time you turn, you're able to get just a little bit further. So here we're trying to use this exercise to improve your upper back mobility so that you are more able to stand up straight and have good posture. Good, we're on 9 here. And we're gonna go for 1 more, which will be 10. Nice, we're gonna go ahead and switch to the left side. Same thing, you're keeping left hand over the right shoulder, right hand over the left shoulder, hips facing forward, and we're turning to the side. Breathe out, come back to center, breathe out, and come back to center. I want you guys to pay attention to how your spine feels right here, whether your spine is feeling tight or loose. Maybe it's loosening up as we move. We're at 6 right now. We're going to do a second round of this in a couple of minutes. And you'll notice that your body feels a little bit different the next time we do this because we're able to get more movement in. We've got 1 more of the T-spine rotations. And that makes for 10 on each side. You can go ahead and rest out of that. Oh. And Cassie, if you wouldn't mind bringing up the PowerPoint again. The next exercise that we're doing is plank taps. So for this one, you want your chair. You guys don't have to move around as much as I do. I just want to make sure you have a good angle to see me. So you're going to stand up out of your chair.
Oh, come here.
Put your hands on your chair here, right in front of you. You want them under your shoulders. You're going to step your feet back so that you're in a plank position. If the chair that you're using feels too low, you can go to a wall or a table that's nearby. You want your weight in your feet, and you're going to squeeze your abs and your bum nice and tight. This is going to provide a good stable base for you. Hinge your shoulder blades together to get a nice stable upper body. You're going to lift your left hand off of the chair and tap your right shoulder. Tap your left hand back down to the chair and repeat. We're going to go for 5 on each side. And again, if this chair is feeling a little too low for you, you can go to a table nearby that's taller. We're at 4 right now, or use the wall right next to you. This exercise here is designed to help you have a strong core. We're at 2 right now. We're on the left side. 3, and improve your balance. 4, and 1 more is 5. And those are the plank taps. Oh, Cassie, if we can get the PowerPoint back. We're doing a little switcheroo to make sure you guys can see the cues for it, for what we're doing, and I can also demonstrate for you. Next exercise that we're doing is called a Cossack squat. This one is for your balance. You guys might notice that as you start to get older, it's a little bit tough to keep your body centered. You might find yourself like leaning forward a little bit more, and it's harder to stay on one leg. So this exercise will help with that. What you're going to do here is stand up, face forward. You should have your feet outside of your shoulders. From here, you want to make sure your feet are facing forward. You're going to keep your chest upright, push your hips back, and bend down to just 1 knee. Come back up, keep your chest upright, push the hips back, and bend down to just one knee here. We're gonna go for 10 on each side with these ones. These are the Cossack squats. That will help improve your balance. We're at 4 right here. The reason that we want to do 10 is that they also help with your endurance. We're at 5 right now. The more reps you do, the more endurance you have, so the longer you can last. When you do low reps that are heavier, usually that's to build strength. We're at 7 right now. 8. Just try and go as far down as you can manage. 9. And last one on this side before we switch is 10. We're gonna get back into our original position, feet outside of shoulders, feet facing forward, chest up, push the hips back, and bend one knee. So just go down as far as you can on these. I'm gonna be able to get down lower because I've had a lot more practice with this. The more you practice things, the more progress you make. One of my favorite quotes is practice makes progress. We're at 5 right now. What you should be feeling here is the inside of your leg, called your adductor, and the side of your butt, called your glute med. We're at 8 now. Those two muscles are responsible for your balance. 9, and last one is 10. Cool. Go ahead and rest out of that. That's the Cossack squats. Next, you guys are gonna want your chair and you're gonna want your water bottle.
Oh, sorry, Beth. I'm just gonna share the screen. Before going into the next one, just want to double check. Is everyone feeling okay? We need a breath.
I need a breath, so I'm gonna take one.
Yes, let's do it. Absolutely. And just so you all know, since we're recording this, you can always go back to these and play them back at your own pace or incorporate them in your activities. You know, or if you're doing other workouts, you can add this to your cue. So anyway, I'll share my screen again. I just wanted to take a little breath.
Oh, thank you. Would it be helpful for me to slow things down, Cassie?
I defer to the group. I think it's a good pace. I just wanted to take a little break in case anybody needed it.
All right. Next exercise we're doing is called a short seated press. This one also helps with your posture and your shoulder health. You guys want to be sitting down in your chair with your feet on the ground. And this is the one where the water bottle comes in. We're going to use it like a dumbbell. So you're in your chair, your feet are on the ground. Your feet are in line with your hips. You want to leave one arm by the side and have the water bottle in the other. You're going to bend your elbow and have the water bottle up by your shoulder. And you're going to press up and forward. So we don't want to see is having you guys straight up like this. We just want to press up and forward. As we age, we often end up with a little bit of rounding in our shoulders. We'll have some limited shoulder mobility, and this is just going to be more friendly to that shoulder health. We're going to go for 10 reps on this one. This is, I believe we're at 6. What you should be feeling here is some abs. This will help with balance too on your abs as your body is trying to keep you facing upright. And you should feel some shoulder and some back of your arm. This last rep is 10. And we're going to go ahead and switch over to the other side. And we're keeping that other hand down by the side. The one with the water bottle is coming up by the shoulder, and we are pressing up and forward. Depending on your shoulder mobility, it might be helpful to move your elbow out to the side a little bit to open up some more movement. So open up that elbow here and press up. So you're going 6, 7, 8, 2 more, 9, and the last one is 10. Cool. Go ahead and rest out of that. That is our shoulder press. You guys can put the water bottle down. We're going to sit in our chairs for now. Cassie, if you want to bring up the PowerPoint, that'd be great.
Awesome, I will. And just a question about the water bottle. So that's just a way to make sure that no matter what we have or where we are, like if we're on vacation or at a friend's house, we always have something to use as a weight. Is that why
Yeah.
you use it?
Yes, exactly. It helps
That's
keep
really helpful.
exercise. Yeah, it helps to keep it accessible. That's what I really care about. All
Nice.
right. So next one we're doing is a power squat. This is an exercise that Ellen, the woman you heard from in the video, and I used to help with her hip health after she had her hip replacement. This one is going to be more challenging. So if you are having trouble with this, you can slow it down. We're going to sit in the chair, sit on the edge of the chair with your feet hip width apart. You want your hands down by your side and your torso upright. What you're going to do from here is you put your weight into your heels to stand up from chair and do a little jump. Up and jump. As you jump, you want to throw your arms up in the air. As you land back down, the arms come back down by your side. Now, if you're having trouble with this one, take a little bit of a hop. You can put your hands on the side of the chair and just try and quickly stand up. Put your hands on the side of the chair, just quickly stand up. We're just shooting for 6 of these. This one's really important. Make sure that as you age, you're able to get out of the chair without assistance. Go ahead and rest out of that. I'm going to take a breather. I'm recovering from COVID and unfortunately took a toll on my lungs. Cool. So you guys just did your first circuit. We're looking good on time. So we just ran through 5 different exercises, one after the other. And now we're going to go back to the top and repeat it. Because like we talked about, repetition is where we build that strength. So Cassie, if you wouldn't mind pulling up the T-spine again, just so anybody can look at that if they need to.
You got it.
Thank you. So T-spine again. We are starting from the top. You guys want to sit in your chair. Feet are shoulder width apart. Right hand over left shoulder. Left hand over right shoulder. You guys should feel kind of familiar with this by now. You're going to rotate your head to the side and breathe out. We're going to go for 10 here. Make sure that your hips are staying facing forward. Arguably the more important part. And rotate. You might notice that this time around, you guys are getting a little bit deeper into the motion, or it might not feel as like clunky to move through it. And that is because we warmed up your muscles and did some exercises that help improve your posture. So when we go back to this exercise, that helps to open up the chest for good posture a lot easier. If you guys haven't switched already, go ahead and switch to the other side. We're doing 10 on each side. We're rotating to the left now. And rotate. Like we had mentioned, these exercises are designed to help with your balance, help with your posture, and your endurance. We should be at about 7 now. Yep. 8, 9, and one more here is 10. Cool. Go ahead and take a quick rest there. If anybody needs to catch their breath further. We're gonna go ahead and set up for the plank taps again. With that chair, the chair was too hard. You guys can go ahead and move to a table or move over to the wall to find a surface that's up a little bit higher. We're gonna go for 5 on each side here. We're hands on the chair, just under our shoulders, feet straightened out in a plank position. You're going to put your weight in your feet, squeeze your butt, squeeze your abs, and pinch your blades. This tightens up all of our joints to strengthen the muscles around them, so we have nice and strong joints. You are going to lift your left hand up off the chair, tap it to your right shoulder, and come back down. Tap it to your shoulder, and come back down. If you guys are looking for an extra challenge on this one, You can really try and focus on keeping your hips straight to the floor instead of letting them shift left to right. Just keep them nice and straight. You feel some extra challenge in your hips there. If you haven't already, we're going to switch to the other side. Go for 5 on each side. 3, 4, and last one is 5. Okay. Those are the plank taps. Those ones are designed to help with posture as well as balance. Oh, take a quick breather. So a question a lot of people tend to ask with the exercises is how often do you have to do them? How long do you have to do them to see the right results? Like we talked about before, you want repetition. You want to make sure you're doing them about 2 to 3 times a week. And you'll start seeing changes and results within about 8 to 12 weeks. It's definitely a practice of patience. So here we're back to the Cossack squats. These help with balance. Feet are outside of shoulder width. Toes are facing forward. Chest is upright. You're going to push your hips back like you're sitting in a chair and bend one knee. Stand back up. Push the hips back, bend one knee, and back down. I'm going to go for 10 on each side here. This should be free. As you guys are doing this, we're feeling the inside of the leg. We're feeling the side of the butt here. Good. We should be at around 6 here. 7, 8. Good. 2 more. 9. And last one is 10. We're going to switch sides. We're keep pushing the hips back and just bending one knee. Ellen and I have been working on these to help improve her golf swing, because golf is all about hip shifting. You guys stick with this. You get stronger, sir. She's impressive. She was doing this with like 25 pounds the other day. We're at like 8 here, 2 more, 9, and 1 more is 10. Oh, go ahead and rest out of that. I'm gonna get some water if you need it.
Yes, everybody get a water break.
Yes.
But then don't
And
drink too much
hydrated.
of the water, because then that water is our weight.
Yeah, it is. It splashes in your belly. It just feels funny. All right. We are back to the shoulder press. So here we are sitting down in our chair with our feet in front of us. You want feet about hip width apart. I'm gonna fix my headphones. We're going to grab onto our water bottle here. Your elbow, depending on if you need it, can be close to your body, or you can push it out further to the side. You're going to keep the other hand down by the side. You're going to press the weight up and forward. I'm going to demonstrate having the elbow out wide here. Cool. We're going to go for 8 on each side. This is 3. This is going to help with your posture, and it's also going to help with your balance. When I pick exercises, I like to try and be efficient with them so that each exercise accomplishes a couple of things. Because I know that life exists outside of the gym. And we just do things in the gym to make sure we can do the things we love in life. It should be at 8. Go ahead and switch sides. I'm gonna keep my elbow out to demonstrate that. Hips are staying forward, other hand is staying down, and we're pressing up and forward. We're going for 10 here. If it's tough for you to get overhead, you can go ahead and reduce your range of motion. And we're at 4, 5, 6, go for 2 more, 7, and last one here is 8. Cool. Let me go ahead and rest out of that. You can put your water bottle to the side. Catch your breath before we start jumping out of chairs again. Cool. So we're gonna get back to our chair. The last exercise that we're doing today. We want to be on the edge of the chair with your feet hip width apart, arms down by your side. You want to remember that you're going to put your weight into your heels and jump up. As you jump up, your arms are going to go up with you and then come down as you come down. We're gonna go for 5. So 1, 2. You guys can keep going. If this is too tough for you to jump up, you just use your hands to push you up quickly. You can go for 5 of those. Use your hands to push you up quickly. And as you start getting better at the one where you're just pushing yourself up quickly, then you can start doing the jumping. Cool. Go ahead and rest out of that. You guys should be about 5 there. I'm gonna catch my breath and then we'll transition to our next step today. Cool.
So that concludes our Grow with GoGo event today, all about strength training as you age. Thank you so much for joining, and we'll catch you next time. Bye.